Have you looked at your energy bill recently? Of course you have. It is impossible to ignore. For millions of households across the United Kingdom, that single piece of paper represents a source of deep and growing anxiety. The numbers just keep climbing. The direct debits get larger. The pressure on family budgets intensifies with every passing month. This is not just a minor inconvenience. It is a full-blown cost of living crisis. The price of keeping the lights on and the house warm is right at its epicenter. People are making choices they never thought they would have to make. They are turning down thermostats in the dead of winter. They are telling their children to put on another jumper. It is a grim, relentless reality. The official explanations are plentiful, yet they offer little comfort. We are told about volatile global markets. We hear about geopolitical instability in far-flung corners of the world. We are reminded of supply chain disruptions. For decades, the North Sea was the engine room of the British economy. The discovery of oil and gas there transformed the nation's fortunes, fueling industry, funding public services, providing a powerful sense of energy independence. But today the prevailing narrative is one of decline. We are often led to believe the glory days are over. The fields are maturing. The platforms are rusting. The easy-to-reach reserves have been pumped dry. This might be a dangerous oversimplification. The truth beneath the waves is far more complex and potentially more optimistic. It's a story told in geological surveys and in drilling reports. Official figures hint at a significant resource base. The North Sea Transition Authority still estimates billions of barrels of oil equivalent yet to be extracted. These aren't wild guesses. They're based on extensive data from existing fields and seismic surveys of unexplored areas. New discoveries are still being made. Companies have recently announced promising finds in overlooked sectors. Technology is a game changer. Advanced drilling techniques, sophisticated imaging software. If significant reserves do indeed remain, it begs an unsettling question. Why would the state, or indeed powerful interests connected to it, choose to downplay this reality? The idea of a deliberate cover-up may sound like the stuff of conspiracy thrillers, but the reasons for a lack of transparency live in more mundane, powerful realms. It's less about shadowy figures in smoke-filled rooms and more about a confluence of interests that benefits from a particular narrative, a narrative of scarcity and dependence. This is where the story gets complicated. Motives become harder to discern. Politics, bureaucracy, international finance. One primary reason for opacity is the sheer complexity of the system. That complexity can be exploited to obscure the truth. Granting licenses for exploration and production is labyrinthine, tangled in red tape that can take years to navigate. This bureaucratic inertia serves a purpose. It slows things down. It lets governments avoid hard choices on environment and long-term investment. A former civil servant from the Department for Energy told me, on condition of anonymity, it's not that anyone is actively hiding a map with X on it, it's that the system is designed for caution and delay. Announcing a huge find creates political problems you don't have if you just keep quiet. When you seek clarity on Britain's energy future, you do not find a single, unified voice. Instead, you encounter a cacophony of competing perspectives. Experts, officials, workers. On the ground, their views shaped by their experiences, their allegiances, their own definitions of the national interest. There is no simple consensus, only a collection of conflicting signals. Listening to these voices is essential. Declaring an ambition for energy independence is easy. The words roll off the tongue at party conferences and in parliamentary debates. Achieving it, however, is a monumental task, fraught with obstacles at every turn. The path from our current state of import dependency to a future of self-sufficiency is not a smooth, open motorway. It is a treacherous track littered with financial hurdles. It is a treacherous track littered with technological hurdles. It is a treacherous track littered with legal hurdles. It is a treacherous track littered with political hurdles. Any serious attempt to harness the remaining potential of the North Sea requires a clear-eyed assessment of these challenges. The first and most immediate hurdle is investment. Developing new fields in the North Sea is not cheap. It requires billions of pounds of upfront capital to build and install new platforms. It requires billions of pounds of upfront capital to drill complex wells. It requires billions of pounds of upfront capital to lay pipelines across the seabed. In an era of intense global competition for capital and a political climate that is often hostile to fossil fuels, attracting that level of private investment is a formidable challenge. They need a stable and predictable tax regime. They need a clear long-term licensing framework. Without a strong, unambiguous signal from the government that the UK is open for business, the capital will simply flow elsewhere. We have arrived at a critical juncture. The United Kingdom stands at a fork in the road, facing a choice that will define its economic prosperity and geopolitical standing for the remainder of the 21st century. The pain of high energy bills is real, immediate, and felt in every community across the land. At the same time, the evidence suggests that a significant national resource, billions of barrels of oil and gas, lies waiting beneath the waves of the North Sea. The potential to alleviate that crisis, to rebuild our industrial base, to secure our national energy supply for decades is tantalizingly close. The gap between this potential and our current reality is the central paradox of Britain today. We're a nation with the geological assets of an energy superpower, yet we increasingly behave like a dependent importer, subject to the whims of global markets and the strategic decisions of foreign states.